earlier when you said made no progress today. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I haven't made any progress today. In fact, anything I did do today, I've deleted. In fact, anything I did do today, we just deleted. So far, today, the only thing that we've managed to successfully add is that we are keeping is this. This is all we've managed to keep. Also, I think I can unpause the game now because the pathways aren't hilariously broken, so I think I can unpause the game now. Now, I do have a question. Which is... Now, I do have a question. Which is... Many guests are thirsty. Yes, yes, I've been trying to deal with that for 4.5 business days. Now, where's the signage that I wanted? Because the pathway has completely been changed. So... Actually, no, I did make some other progress. We did do something else, didn't we? We did do something else, didn't we? We did. Oh, wait. No. I was going to say we added some minis to the entrance. No, we didn't. They were on the thing that's now been deleted because it was all broken. So no, we didn't add any minis to the entrance. They were on the old one that we since deleted because it was broken as heck. There we go. That was the thing I forgot about that. I was like, we added minis. No, we didn't. They were in the old save. I was about to say we added minis to make the car park look a bit more car parky. No, we didn't. They were on the save. Never. They were on all that bit that never happened because I broke everything. I broke everything because we broke everything. But the pathway has been completely overhauled. So where is it? Where's me thingy sign? Thingy sign? Thingy sign? That's Starbucks. That's not what I wanted. Have I gone past it? I found a slot machine. Okay. That's not what I want. What's this? Train path crossing. Interesting. That's not what I want though. A resort centerpiece. That's not what I want, but I like it. What I want is... No, I don't want Hagrid's motorcycle. My caravan. There it is, the coming soon fence. Now, the question is... Angle snap. Nope, I don't want it to be that. The world axis, does it make a difference? Nope, don't turn the snap distance off for the sakes. Don't turn the snap distance off for the sakes. Right, okay, well that's... There we go. I don't know. I've got no idea if this is going to be any straighter or if it's still going to be on a wonk. But we're going to find that out together. Right. That is coming out from the path slightly, because it's basically next to the path. And then it's slightly far away from the path, which is interesting. So that's interesting. And annoying. However, I want to check something. I'm going to use this again as my measuring tool because I want to check. I don't want it to be massive. I will change this up, as I say, for a western wall when I can get it properly working, but if I say just make it this size, we'll make it smaller than it was before, but I want to check. I want to check if this is just my temporary measuring tool, and then I will subsequently change all this for western walls later. But also, not only is it a measuring tool, it's to check if it, I'm using it as well to check if it's all straight, because it wasn't fucking straight before. In fact, when I built this earlier, it went completely on a fucking wonk, and it wasn't a perfect square, and it was completely wonky. I then discovered the pathway was on a wonk, and I basically, do you know what I think you can describe? Because obviously I've done this live. I've done this live on Twitch and YouTube. But do you know what I think you can describe? And you can learn from today's stream. Okay, so it's one too far over. What I've learned there is it's one too far over. But that's not the one thing I've learned. But that's not the thing I've just learned, is one too far over. Because that's just something I've learned there. What you can learn about today as a whole is multi-select. Right, I'm going to multi-select. That bit, and I want to add to my selection that bit, but I want to delete that and that from a multi-selection. The thing I've just multi-selected I would like to delete, thank you. Yes, I know Gesperate's are desperate for food and drinkages. I'm working on it, I'm trying to... I'm going to put the food and drink in a mini-themed world. I just want to check that the mini-themed world is, Ah. I've brought it in one, but it's still one too far along. That's fine. That's fine. The question is it a perfect shape? Yes, it is. It's much better perfectly shaped. Good. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. So, let's get this all nice and sandy up in it. I don't mind the tiniest bit of sand coming out. But like, that amount, well, that's too much. Because I can just, with the tiniest bit of sand, I can just do that. Because with the tiny amount of sand, I can just do this and just go, oh, God. Because with a tiny amount of sand, I can just do that and just kind of, fill over the top of it. It's not a problem. There we go. Gonna do that. Just like that. Beautiful. Let's get... But not that big. It's just a little bit... I want compact dirt around. I actually do not. I do not. I was like, do I want compact dirt around? I do not. Right. That's our starting point. The only issue is, how do I get the train to go into a station from there? It would have to come straight down, wouldn't it? So where do I want everything to be? Where do I should probably work out the train first as my first scenario. This ride isn't accessible. Yes, I know it's not accessible. Actually, I have a question before I continue. Do I have to have a full set of train? Now, what I mean by full set of train is operations. Don't block station, half load. Family train. Do I need to connect this entire train? Or can I just say, hey, shuttle people round? I don't think I can. Which is an annoying problem. That's an annoying problem. Right. Although... do I want to... do I want you entering that way? I mean, would entering that way break your... I don't know. No, don't go that way with the bloody... I want you to go over there and place it, not over there. There you go. Is there an option to just make this go shuttly? I don't know. Let's just bring it down. Ah, it can only go down in increments of 12 meters. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Because what I can do is I can just move it down slightly. I can just move it down slightly. No problem there, Louis. No problem there. Because then it's still going over the pathway as I want it to. Because then it can still go over the pathway as I want it to. It will just be further away. But I do need to just bring it forward ever so slightly so it's looking like... Do I want it looking like that? No, I want to bring it out slightly so it's on these spots on this side. Yeah, that's a bit better. It is slightly further away now, but... You know, granted it is slightly further away now, but... Granted, it's slightly further away now, but I can still build upon it and create a cool thing, but you get a nice vista. If I'm a first person, yes, I'm working on it. I am literally working on the hunger business, right now. I just need to check my vista thing. Whomp. What do I think to that? I quite like that. You know, get some, I quite like that. I mean, that just looks silly. This bit can look stupid with this whole, pardon our most great things coming soon business, but... it's just I don't want people seeing what we're building, so it's a little area of like, ooh, something keeps the excitement alive of not knowing what's coming. Oh, bloody hell. What are you doing? Auto tunnel? No, don't auto tunnel, thank you. I just want you to go straight across the ground like that. Now, where do I want the... Now, the question I have is, where do I want the western town to be? Or do I just want this entire area to be or do I just want this whole area to be a little town and maybe stick some rides in it, potentially? Or do I want this entire area to just be a town and stick rides in it? Cannot place here. What? Why? What? What do you mean you can't place there? What's wrong with that? Is it too low to the ground, or... No, it might be too close to the wall. Fuck! Fuck! I like the way that looked as well. Okay, if I was to put it 90 degrees and then straighten it off. So 90 degrees and then straighten off. Is it just too close to the wall? Can I be placed directly next to the existing station of the same type? What? 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 What do you want about? I want to build a second station. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to build a second station. Right here. What are you on about, man? What are you on about, man? What are you on about, man? Can only be built. Next minute. What are you on about? How do I... Autocomplete? No, don't autocomplete it. Huh? How do I... Build second station. Nope. Help. Hello? Build second station, lad. How do I... What? I want to build a second station. I want to build a second station. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on. Build? Hello? Hello? How do build station dos? How do build station dos? Right, why are you bitching at me? Okay, maybe if I just completely stop editing the track. What? Are you not a transport ride or something? Oh, are you not a transport ride? Oh, that's just shit. Hang on, I want to check something. You stay there a second. You stay there a second. Where's my good old friend? My good old friend, Mr. Steam Train. You don't have nearly as much turning. You've only got 36-degree turns, which is... End of day report, thanks. Okay, I want to just check something. No, don't go down into the ground. I mean, this one doesn't have as much turning circle, but I want to check something. Aha! Right. So... Right, okay. So, this family train, as much as I love the 90-degree turning circle of it, I think the 90-degree turning circle is incredible, is not a transport ride. Because I can only have one train station. Well, that's just shit, innit? Well, that's just shit, innit? Well, that's just shit, innit? What about a single decker bus? Can I have more than one I can have more than one station on the single decker buses. Okay. Right, okay. So the family train just isn't... Okay, so the problem is a family train is not... Oh, maybe that's why there's no option for shuttling. Hang on, I want to check something. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, standard track, just do this. Oops, nope, don't go that far. Yeah, just go that far. Just go that far ahead of you. And then station. That's all I want you to do for now. That's all I want you to do for now, because I want to check something. Operating mode. Shuttle mode. Oh! That's why it's not got a thingy. That's why it doesn't have a thing. That's why the family train didn't have a shuttle mode. Because it was never going to shuttle. Because it's not a transport ride. It's just that. It's just a train that goes from one station to the other and isn't going to shuttle. Oh. That makes sense. I don't want a family train then. I don't want a family train then, do I? Well, the issue is I don't really want you either, because you don't go... Would a bus fit into this western area, this tiny western area building? Would a bus fit into this tiny western area we're planning on building? Would a bus fit into this tiny western area building? Also, move track settings, no. Would a bus fit into this tiny area? Would... See, that's fine. Right, so the family train, that's no use. You are literally no use to anybody. Naff off, because you're not a transport ride. Why? It's cute. Because it's not a transport ride. I'm looking for a transport ride, and that's not it. Okay, what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to place down, where is it? Scenery fee. Apparently none of the existing western scenery came over. Well, that's just nice, isn't it? Oh, none of the western scenery got transported over. It was only in the scenery, but not any in the blueprints. Well, let me just check that real quick. Which is, I want to check. Okay, custom with western. I'm just going to place some random western props down. Is that all the western scenery? Is that all the western scenery we had? I thought that was all the... more than that. Oh no, that was it. Right. So, here's my plan. What do I think? Paddle steamer. Paddle steamer. Oh god, could I put that in the pool? Right. Classic brick wall. Oh my god, the wooden batten walls. Oh my god, remember these? I overused these in Planco 1 in my first park. Okay, we're not going to keep this. I just want to... These are just a... Oh god. These are... temporary. Fuck. These are temporary, along with just some western... generic-y props. What's western-y? Yeah, just some... Yeah, just a cowboy and an oil pump and... that and... an iron piston. The only reason I placed all of this down... The only reason I placed all of this down... is I want to check... what I think to a bus... The only reason why I've placed all of that down is because I want to see what I think. No, don't go from... Don't edit that bit. Actually, no. I was going to say don't edit that bit. I was going to extend it out. Don't do that, actually. Okay, well, the problem is now the bus is wider than what the family train was, so it needs to be slightly further across anyway, because the bus is wider. The bus is wider, so the bus does need to go further over. What? It does go down slightly further. Okay, so what do I think to you? What do I think to you? Just, I mean, I don't like... Right, so if I was to just go... No, don't go 90 degrees, just go straight. But wait, no. Do I think this looks really stupid? Do I think this looks really stupid? Could you go on to... yes. Yes. It's a bus. Which can't drive backwards. So I can't shuttle mode it. Yes. So I'd have to finish it. It's a transport ride, but I can't shuttle mode it because it's a bus. And a bus can't drive backwards. I could make it very western-y like that. I can make it western-y, hang on. I can make it western-y, hang on, look. I can make the buses look like a western bus, but they would have to connect the whole thing up and then start editing it accordingly. Because it's a bus, and the bus cannot drive backwards, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Normal buses can't drive backwards, so of course this bus can't drive backwards. Mini railway it is? I think so, yeah. It's not exactly... I mean, the problem I have with a mini railway is where you can see the bus. I've got it doing a nice 90-degree turn round there. Can't open while track is incomplete. Well, I don't want to open it. Can I just test you? What do I think to a bus just randomly going through here? Do I think buses look great going past western scenery? Or does it look shit? Nah, it looks kind of shit. It does look pretty shit, doesn't it? Oh no! That control's headed too far. My only problem I have with, where is it? This steam train is the fact that it can't turn 90 degrees. What about this? I mean, I must have... I mean, this is going to look really stupid, isn't it? This is going to look really stupid, isn't it? Is this going to look really stupid coming through here? Yeah, I think it might. Ah. Oh, I was going to say I can't turn it, but I can. I just have to literally have a turning track. A dual station. Ah, see. Ah, now you see, I can only go from station to station, so that's a useless transport ride. Well, now that's a useless transport ride, isn't it? That's just from point A to point B with no... Like, that's just point A to point... Why does it say cable car too? I don't even think I built a cable car before. So, like, that is literally just point A to point B without actually going down. It's got the 90-degree turning circle that I want to fit perfectly around that corner, but it is just point A to point B, so it's useless, so get out my face. You're useless, get out my face. Wait, what does the family train even say? A gentle mini railway ride perfect for family now. Right. Now, yeah, I know, I was right. I was like, that's wrong. No, that was right. I'm going to be rotating it around to go this way. Right. I don't want to put it... Are you in the right spot? No, you're not. No, you're not in the right spot, are you? No. Right. Oh yeah, this one literally says a transport ride needs at least 2 stations. It literally says. Nope. Ah. Heck. This area's too small now. Right, so I want it to go down, but as it's going down, start to make a turn. Oh god, no. I want to go down, but as it's going down, I want to start it on a turn, but see, well now you see, that looks shit. Well now you see that looks shit, doesn't it? Okay, so what does it do? Where can it go if I was to... If I was to just go straight down. Okay, so we can accommodate this. We don't have to worry. We can just make this. We can just make the western area just a little bit bigger. That's not a problem. We can just make the western area a little bit bigger. That's still not quite as straight, but We can make the western area one bigger then, across the board. No, don't delete the train. I'll make the western area one bigger across the board then, I reckon. What I reckon we can do is just make it one bigger across the board to accommodate the train being in here. So what we'll do, before we make it one bigger, actually no, I was going to say before we make it one bigger, I'll paint the train and stuff. There's no point. I don't want to be selecting any of that. I don't want to be selecting paths. Or the pool. Just in case I randomly select the pool, I don't want to be selecting that. But I don't want that one. I just want to delete those ones there. There we are, found it. Well, because otherwise I'm not snapping, and I remember that's the world axis. Error loading blueprint. What? There we go. It does look a bit weird now. How that's sort of... Okay. Okay. This bit looks a bit weird now, so... I am thinking... having that tiny bit there looks a bit strange. So, I don't mind it being sort of not completely square. I don't mind it not being completely square, but I don't want it to be such a weird shape. So, what we're going to do is, I don't mind it not being completely square, because if it means it fits a train station in here, then I'm okay with it. But I want it to be sort of a better shape. Yeah, a bit like that. The only thing is, I don't feel like a train station is... No, don't. What are you doing? Move. Okay, that's not terrible. We could probably do something with that. I mean, that corner's going to be a bit questionable, but we can do something with it. It's definitely doable. Scenery brush, terrain, I don't want. I'm gonna bring the size down. I'm gonna bring the size down, not the 1, good grief. Why is it on 1? Been there all night. Been there all bloody day if I put it down to 1. It'll be like 2 AM in the morning, I'll be like, yep, I'll be done this area in a moment, don't worry, I'll be done. Give me a moment, I'll be done, give me a moment. There we go. Beautiful. It's a bit bigger than what it originally was, but I think I'm alright with it being slightly bigger. There we go. So that is that.